Alright, hello everyone, this is Scott, and I'll be addressing something that's been going on, and I see it on Facebook, and it was the No Privacy organization or group. And they mentioned how you could get paid if you report unlicensed software. Well, that's not completely true. For number one, you only get money if there's an investigation, as in the trade commissions or whoever they report it to, the company, has to investigate. And then it has to say, okay, yes, this is pirated software. And then they have to go back and say, does this person deserve compensation? I mean, it says you can, but you have to go through a ton of hoops, and there's a good chance you'll never actually get it. And people brought up the question, and I thought about this would be interesting, was piracy in general. What are the thoughts? While piracy is technically illegal, and I don't like the concept of it, I understand where people come from when they do it. For instance, people want to do it because some people do it just to try software or games out. There are people who will just get illegal copies of like a new game. I think people did it with Skyrim. They're like, does this game suck or not? They go through it, they play it, and then they'll pay for it if they like it. If they don't, they'll probably just uninstall it because they don't like it. It's kind of like a trial version of them. An unrestricted trial, so that way you could actually start from the beginning and see how it progresses. You don't see people pirating indie games. It's just messed up. Don't ever pirate an indie developer because they're small, they don't have a lot of money, and it's just rude. And generally, indie developers are more likely to fix issues, and they're kinder to the customers. And then I just got brought up with people just talking about how they support piracy. I looked at it this way. How do you claim copyright on a piece of code? You can't really answer that. You could try and copyright the way that it acts, but you can't really copyright code. It doesn't work. I mean, software makers, New Zealand a while ago this year, basically said that you cannot copyright software. No more software copyright. And I thought that was interesting because finally they're realizing that you can't copyright something that you don't own. You don't own the code. That it was created by a developer. Now, yes, companies deserve to make money off of it. I mean, if they put a lot of work into it, which a lot of companies do, they deserve the money. But piracy does not actually take any money away from the company. When you pirate software, 9 times out of 10, they're not downloading it off of their website. They got it off a cracked site, Pirate Bay, BitTorrent, and then they have a key that comes along with it. So they're not losing money on downloads or from the software, because someone argued they're losing the potential dollar. And this would basically say they're losing the chance that they could make money because the person now has a free unlimited version. And this is a very valid point, but at the same time, it's just not that big of an issue. And some people will do it for actual good reasons. One of the guys on Team Caliber, I don't remember what his name was, he was the knifing dude. The guy that just only knives. And I got referred there from Chaos X Silencer, also on Team Caliber, and they're like a Call of Duty team. And I watched his video, and he mentioned you should get a decent... They were talking about YouTube videos and how to start up a decent YouTube account. And then, like, you'll need a video recording software, a good recording software, or a good capture card. And then you'll need some really powerful video editor. Sony Vegas Pro, and he's like, you could pay for it, or you can find other means to get it. I mean, that was interesting, because that's a valid use to try and learn. Sony Vegas is not a cheap piece of software. That thing is up around $500, $700. That is a lot of money for a piece of software. Bandicam, which is my recording software, 1080p, high audio, 384 kilobits, 60 frames per second, cost $39. Sony would cost $700, but it's a very, very nice and powerful suite. And it's so pirated. There are so few people who actually bother to pay for that program because it costs so much money. And I can see why. I mean, if it's too expensive for them, generally people will do it. But you can't just constantly pirate software. Sorry, but yeah, you can't just constantly steal software. It's rude and it's illegal. I don't like the concept of it. I won't condone you if you do it for a valid reason. If you just pirate software to pirate software, then you're just an imbecile. You got an educational reason, or you're trying like learn something. Educational, you need the software for school. Okay. I don't condone people for the idea. I don't do it, but I don't. That's why I always look for free software, not illegal copies. But I don't necessarily condone those that do. Anyways, thank you very much for watching. Post in the comments what you think about the subject and what your thoughts about piracy are. So thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.